Nice. 24th of April, my love, what a beautiful spring, and what a marvellous day, our dear youngest child's birthday. Every moment is so precious as our child blossoms, and without a doubt, he will soon be talking. I'm sure that his first words will be for you. He misses you so much, as do I. Are you sure you can't get away on Sunday after Vespers? I thought that... ...
A packet of letters addressed to the Reverend. They were written by a woman who mentions his illegitimate children. Their affair isn't official. Perfect. I have you now, my wayward Reverend.
Oh, was that the Reverend who did that? I thought that was... I'm confused. Right, so am I meant to go out now? Oh dear, he's got a grumpy face. And a hat.
Ah, Watson, you were gone a terribly long time, and Inspector Baines isn't with you.
I'm afraid not, Holmes. We were unable to find him.
Dr. Watson would not allow me to contact any inspector other than this Baines. What manners! I am a man of the church.
My dear Reverend, I notice that you are a chess lover. I trust you will excuse me, but I am never able to resist the appeal of a half-finished game.
You are an expert at chess. Very well then. What do you want now?
As you might have guessed, resolving your small chess problem has allowed me to discover some very interesting letters.
Letters? What do they say?
Reverend, why hide these letters here and run the risk of the bishop finding them?
Holmes, what's in the letters?
Not now, Watson.
Where else could I have hidden them? My own chambers are too austere. They could offer no cover. I knew, however, that His Excellency, may he rest in peace, would not notice my game.
The contents of the Bishop of Knightsbridge's chest interest me greatly. Give me the elements you hold, Reverend.
Out of the question.
Blackmail? No. Corruption? I don't want to do threat, but...
With the bishop no more, you are therefore the apostolic director of the diocese, are you not?
Well, yes, but only until someone else is appointed.
I am certain that the Honourable Bishop of York, whom I have the privilege of knowing well enough for him to listen to what I have to say, would recognise your qualities for the post.
If I receive new responsibilities, it will be through my faith and devotion, nothing else.
Oh, corruption's trying to bribe him. Okay, two things. One, in the north, the archbishopric is... In the north, it's the Archbishopric of York, if it's Anglican. If it's not, it's the Archbishopric, the Archdiocese of Liverpool. That's assuming Catholicism. So it's an Archbishop of York. And even then, they're in the north of the country. I think it's the... There might be... I don't know who's the person in overall charge of this in the southern half of the country. The southern Archdiocese. Blackmail.
I am a gentleman, and it would distress me to be obliged to pass this correspondence across to your superiors.
Holmes, I know that the end justifies the means, but allow me to express some reservations about how you are proceeding.
You say you're a gentleman, but I hear nothing but the words of a blackmailer. The stems that you are looking for are scattered about this room. Manage by yourself.
That's what I wanted to know. There's some stuff here. So we've now got... Oh, that's 3. Oh, because that pin's different thing, isn't it? Let's try looking in here, shall we? Oh, there we are. That wasn't there before. At least I don't think it was. 4. Maybe... Oh, maybe the... Maybe now we go to the organ. No. So we've currently got... We've currently got 4 of them. I'm fairly sure we need... Normally the puzzle is to fill the entire thing. Right, so you almost kind of... You just... So we've got 4.
Impossible.
Yeah, we need more. Right. Green. Green. I wonder if I could have said more if I'd gone with the other option. What was the other option again? I can't remember. I've already forgotten. There was the corruption. Oh, hello. That puts us to 6 of the 7 I think we need. Assuming it is the Queen puzzle. And I do realise that the current setup I've got will not work. Unless I add more. I think you have one in the corner. I mean, if I just do this up to here, I need to fill these 3 lines. So I can't go any of these 4, so I have to go in one of these 3. I can't go here, because it hits this and this. That's it, so you're there. This line has to be one of these 2. And can be either... Hello. Oh, no, it has to go there. And then I need another one to go here, which would have to go there.
Impossible.
Yeah, I need another one. But I don't know where it would be.
You have no right to search here.
Right, so is it... Nope, that's the wrong button. That's the wrong button. There was a button for getting him to tell us what... Or maybe that was when we were in a different mode. I've already forgotten. Right, we've already been in here. Thought I saw the hand around here. Right. I don't think there'd be a well, there were 2 in here under this pile, but I don't think there'd be another. Huh. I thought maybe it would make sense if there's one around here. All I can see is the pipe. The pipe.
I cannot leave.
Yes, I agree with the not leaving, but unfortunately we're in a position where... Anything around the desk? Wait, no. So any of these little things on the top would be what we're after, but they're not, are they? How many have we currently... Well, we've currently got 1 stick from the door. 1 stick from the door? 2 from the table? You mean bed, don't you? No, I thought maybe I could interact with the tea things. Maybe they would have been hidden there. Okay, so the game did realise it got this one, so I don't know why it said from the door. Unless it just meant through this area from the door. Should be another one somewhere.
This stove is filled to overflowing.
Maybe we should look and see what we've got. Oh, there's no way of examining, is there? No. we've already done all this, haven't we? Oh, no, we haven't. Broken flask with some blood at the top. Drink his own blood. I assume that's going to be what we're doing. We'll go back to this mode. Actually, let's just quickly have a perusal. This is why I don't like using this mode. It doesn't seem to work properly. I'm just walking forward. I press it once. I just run forward. Right. Sometimes this is useful and then it gives me more an insight into it, but I must say I prefer the no, I need another one game. I prefer the kind of more point and click position that we had. I mean, it means I can see. Oh, that's so
You have
mean.
won.
Evidently, as I always do. What are you able to tell us about the Bishop of Knightsbridge's last days? Did anyone come to visit him? Did he seem worried, anxious? Do not omit the smallest detail.
His nephew came to see him yesterday at His Excellency's request. I found this visit a little peculiar because the young man rarely visits his uncle.
Do you know why that might be? Were they on bad terms?
I don't think so. It's rather a consequence of his work. The young man is employed within the archives section of the Royal Library, which doesn't leave him with a lot of free time.
Do you know the reason for his summons?
No, but the conversation was very heated. It only lasted for a few minutes and ended with the nephew in a terrible rage.
Interesting.
I've answered your questions. Will you now let me contact the authorities?
I'm afraid not, Reverend. Not just yet. All right, now we can open the safe.
Yes. Right, so that's what we had, and then this line can't go there. Can't go there. Although actually, yeah, if you try and put it in, it stops you, doesn't it? That goes there. And that goes
Now
there.
I can open the chest.
Oh, of course, it's another set of knights moves, isn't it? Obviously.
Here we are. I am eager to discover what remarkable treasure could justify such an act of barbarity.
Extraordinary.
This chest is impenetrable. How is it possible? No one other than the bishop should be able to open it.
You open the chest with disconcerting ease, Holmes.
I've seen and heard quite enough. This time you won't stop me.
Catch him, Watson.
What the?
But why?
Run, Watson. Hurry.
Why? What am I doing? Why? Why?
He's escaped. I hope that your motivations are founded, Holmes. I don't much like skirting around the edges of the law like this.
It is annoying. Let's leave without delay.
What have you found in the chest, Holmes? What in there is so precious for these men to commit such terrible acts?
The Reverend was telling the truth. Nothing important was locked inside the chest, apart from a few religious items which are hardly worth stealing.
So, we haven't made any headway. Perhaps the police will.
By the time the police arrive, we shall be a long way from here, Watson. We are leaving.
Does this sound rather ominous, like we have stolen stuff? Let's go home then, shall we?
We have crossed London at a breakneck speed. We could have knocked someone over, and naturally I had to pay the cabbie out of my own pocket.
Watson, stop complaining. We have to analyze the clues found at the bishop's house.
Oh, do we now? Do we indeed? Let's have a bit of a look around. I always like looking around these places. Actually, let's put in first person. Map of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland, as was. Actually, that's a Rainer Adler. Very messy desk. Toby! I don't know why. He doesn't live here. Dancing Man, classic. VR. Right, analyze the clues.
I have cut a small piece off the rope. That should be enough.
Right, pincers.
A lot of fragments of black stone are wedged into this rope. Their color seems unnatural, but they are too small for me to examine them.
Scalpel? No. Brush?
I can't do that.
Can't use that. Scalpel? Scrape things. Water?
I can't do that. I can't do that.
Okay, so we...
This rope is only worn on one side.
Okay.
I haven't finished my analysis.
There's no other options, are there?
Black and
Oh,
damp
right.
earth.
So I needed to...
I can't do that. I can't do
Now
that.
you finished.
I haven't fit.
No. Oh, that's...
I can't do that. This fragment of stone is very smooth, and it seems to be of a peculiar quality. I shall have to strip it with one of my products.
Can I brush it?
I can't do that.
Do you mean acid by stripping?
This stone appears to be the same as those found within the rope's fibers. The fragments found in the rope
Oops.
and this piece of granite come from the same place.
That does not look like granite.
There is something written on this scalpel. I can't do that. Ah, I can make out WCCH. What do the initials stand
Something,
for?
something house.
How many hospitals are there in the Whitechapel area, Watson?
If we count public dispensaries, enough to keep us busy for an entire month. Did this scalpel come from a hospital?
Yes, as the initials WCCH engraved upon it show us. We must think on how best to deal with this. We do not have the time to investigate every hospital in Whitechapel.
This is going to be a particular one, like, I don't know. If it, and I don't even think it's going to be Whitechapel, because then it's Whitechapel something hospital. I don't know.
I can't do that. Black and damp earth under the nail. Interesting.
Oops,
Tooth marks. Rather deep ones. I'd say of incisors and a canine. Fragments of skin. A phalanx. This finger wasn't cut off. It was ripped off. I can't do that. I can't do that. I must compare the samples of earth that I found.
Bite marks on this severed finger. I am afraid of the significance.
The thieves didn't get what they wanted. When they were faced with the bishop's refusal to cooperate, one of the gang shook his finger at him to indicate that he was responsible for his unfortunate state.
And the poor man, whose head was the only part of him not bound by ropes, bit the finger violently enough to sever it. An uncommonly savage act.
Watson, I am certain that when we have explained the reasons behind this sudden bestiality, we will have revealed a larger part of the mystery.